here is a question for you. Can someone name one employability skill or a good skill you should have while you are returning to work?
Be at work on time.
That is good, Tracy. Does anyone else want to add anything in?
Good communication.
Ding, ding, ding. Anybody else?
Be on your best behavior.
I love that. So I'm going to take you three ladies as the winner. For this week's topic, we are continuing employability skills, but we're going to take it a bit farther. We're going to talk about what we need to do to re-enter the workplace. Now, the video that I have queued for you is by an influencer. She's really big on YouTube and Instagram, and she speaks about going back into the office workplace. Although all of us are not going back into an actual office workplace, we all do kind of have offices at our jobs, right? So we're going to talk about returning to the workplace environment. Although she speaks specifically about returning to the office environment, it is very relative to what we're talking about returning to work after post-COVID. The author of this video clip is Adriana Girdler.
So when you get back to the office, you can hit the ground running. Hi, if you're new here, welcome. For the best career and project management advice, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell button, and a new video is going to come to you every Wednesday. I have worked in an office and
there's
in a
her social
home
media handles right there in the corner. So you'll see she's on LinkedIn by her first and last name, and then she's on Instagram the same way. So if you have your smartphones, take a picture.
Remotely, and I've been doing this for over 20 years, so I've mastered how to transition going back into an office setting. So what I'm going to share with you are my top tips so that you can transition back into the office setting and you can remain productive. So if you're excited about learning about these tips, like this video and let's get to it. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Okay, it's all about self-reflection. Now that's the first thing I highly recommend that you do as you're preparing to go back into the office setting. Really think about your habits, what's been really working well for you, what has not been working well for you, and put a list together, because this is the stuff you want to either continue to do that you were doing from home or remotely, and now you want to continue with that in the office setting. So really do a self-reflection. You have the answers, you just have to call them out. So do a little bit of reflecting, a mirror, mirror on the wall. Jack of all trades, master of none. All right, you were reflecting beforehand, and now I really want to have you think about what is it that you need to better your skills. You're re-entering the office setting. So things may have changed from when you left and you were working remotely and now you're heading back. Are there new skill sets that you have to have? This is a great time as part of reflection to think, what is it that I have to do to better my skills? You may need to have some new project management skills, maybe some communication skills, facilitation skills. Who knows what that may be, but really, you want to get really honed in and upgrade anything you can. And what a great opportunity when you go back into the office to sit down with your boss and say, hey, I've been really reflecting on this and I think I need to do A, B, C, D to even become a better employee and deliver on everything that you need from me. You're stronger than you think. So this is really interesting because this is all about discipline. When people work from home, they tend to, on average, not everybody, kind of get a little more laxer on the rules. Maybe you get up later, work out at a more convenient time for you, etc. And then when you get back into that office setting where you have like really strict hours because you have to be at work at a certain time, you got to deal with rush hour traffic in order to get there, who knows what it may be. Some really great things that you've started to incorporate may go off the wayside. Don't. Just really rethink about when you can do those things. So if you've been working out while working from home remotely and you've been fitting it in, let's say in the afternoon, because you can, right? That's the ability and the joys of working from home. You may really want to say, this is a priority for me. I want to continue doing this. You have it in you. You are stronger than you think. You have the discipline to say, I'm going to get up really early in the morning, 6 o'clock, in order to get my workout in. Don't give up on things that give you joy and pleasure, particularly during a period of time when you've maybe gotten new habits that you're loving. So remember, you are stronger than you think. And really get clear with what's important to you and instill discipline and just reorganize your day accordingly to still make it work for you. Maintain effective communication. All right, you're heading back into the office setting, and for those of you who've been in an office setting before, you know how distracting it can be. And if you were working from home and now you're heading back in, you probably realize how much more communication you've actually had with people around you. Why? Because you had to set and schedule those virtual meetings in order to interact. So when you get back into that office setting, you want to keep and maintain that style of communication. Yeah, it's going to be easier for people dropping by your desk to kind of have those hallway conversations. All that stuff is wonderful. And for some of you, you're probably missing out on it. But on the flip side of it, there was something really powerful when working from home about having structure and scheduling, right? Ensuring that you talk to people at certain amounts of time or at certain periods of time. So what is really going to help you as you move back into the office setting is to still honor that, still have the communication, still have the connections, but honor your time as well. And what I mean by that is you need to set aside what I call power hours. Times when you can really focus on stuff and shut the door and not be interrupted. Because when you're back in the office, it's really easy for people to go, hey, Sally, can I just talk to you for a minute? You know what interruption that gives to someone's day, particularly when they've been really thinking quite heavily on a report or a project or whatever that may be? But I have a solution for you. You can have power hours, and you can put that in your calendar. So don't block your calendar with just everything. Block it with hour sections and try 2 a day, because I promise you have meetings in between there too. And if you also, not in your calendar, you can actually put a power hour on your door. So something like this. And you can, if you have an open office settings, you can even do something where you can say, hey, I am really busy. Check it out. You can come in, you can talk to me, and if not, you're not able to. Teach people how to use this stuff. It makes a huge difference, particularly after being away from the office when you didn't have to worry about people knocking on your door. How do you do it politely? This is a great way to do it. Glass half full. This is all about perspective. How are you looking at it, about you returning back to an official office setting? Are you really excited about it? Are you nervous? Are you even like dreading it? Listen, one thing I know for sure is how we think and how we feel has a huge impact on people around us. They pick up on our energy. So I'm going to highly recommend really take a perspective of the glass half full. So really be positive. Think about all the good things. I promise you it's not all bad. Have a gratitude list. What are you grateful for getting back into the office? And don't forget, you're going to have a whole bunch of other lists with you too to help keep you productive, to ensure that you still do the things that you love. But your perspective is going to be huge because people pick up on that energy. So be positive. Have that gratitude list to help you stay into that positivity, because even that in itself can get you into the right mindset. And I promise you, when you're positive, people pick up on that energy. You may just come across things and opportunities that you would not have gotten if you maybe have been on the more negative side because people didn't want to approach you. It makes a huge difference, and it will boost your career because people will see you in a different light. Now that you are better equipped to go back into the office setting, I want you to be really productive too. So go down in the link below, grab this guide that's going to give you a whole bunch of tips and tricks on how you can knock productivity out of the park and really impress people around you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and please share it with everybody that you know. On that note, if you have any other additional tips or comments, please put them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. Until the next video, see you later.